mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Levels are good. Amanda, give me a check real quick.
Check.
Levels are good. Welcome to episode 16 of But Hey, What Do I Know? I'm your host with the most, he's with the least, beast from the Middle East, Joseph, across a giant pond. The biggest, arguably one of the biggest ponds. Not even arguably, it's one of the biggest, arguably the biggest.
Not even arguably, it's the fact that it's the biggest. The Pacific Ocean? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I've been out of school for a very long time, Amanda.
That's the biggest ocean in the world, therefore the biggest pond, if you want to call it a pond still.
Yeah, calling it a pond is kind of funny to me. I don't know why. The biggest pond, if you look to the east, if you look way far east from where I'm at, or kind of far west, you'll find my co-host from Melbourne, Australia, the lovely, the beautiful, the exhausted, or are you well rested?
I don't know how I feel right now.
You sound kind of all right. And my kind of well rested, she got the bare minimum amount of sleep. Give it up for Amanda. How are you doing, Amanda?
I'm okay.
You're just okay. Why are you just okay?
Well, it's 5 a.m.
Oh, true.
Let's start there.
You do this to yourself, by the way. I want to let the audience know.
What?
I have offered hundreds of times to change the recording time, and you're just like, nah. I'll wake up at the ass crack of dawn.
During the day, the birds are loud. I mean, not like metaphorical birds, literal birds. The Australian birds are wild. They're crazy.
Amanda, what the fuck is a metaphorical bird? Are you talking about like a female?
Yes.
That's hilarious. You pull the curtain and there's just women outside squawking.
I mean, they do be squawking. No, yeah. Just birds are so loud. And like, when I first moved to Australia, I've never seen this density of birds. I mean, the birds are everywhere over here. When we landed in Cairns, shout out to Cairns, great place if you want to go swim in the Great Barrier Reef, that's where you go. When we landed in Cairns, there was just so much birds. I was like, what the hell is going on? They were just everywhere. But that's just Australia. It's just full of birds.
The bird density is insane. How much bird to grass ratio do you think?
Oh my God. The parrots, the pink and grey parrots were just littered on the ground, just eating gum nuts this afternoon when I was in the park. And okay, we're in lockdown, so we're only allowed 2 hours outside the house. And I went to grab coffee today in the afternoon. I got my coffee and I went to the park and I sat in the sun and I was just drinking my coffee. And this little boy, God bless him, my heart was just I wanted to cry so bad. Maybe because I don't know, maybe I was going through shit.
Well, you are a crier.
No, but he didn't have a dad and he was there by himself, kicking a football.
What the hell?
I felt so sad. There were other kids with their dads and he was just standing there and looking at them I wish that was me. And then I was just sitting there just not watching him because I'm not a perv, but I was just sitting there, I'm oh. And then he saw me sitting there and he was like, do you want to play with me? And I was like, I can't, I'm injured. And I'm just
no, you little shit.
People are going to be like, who is this weird black person just playing with this little white boy? You're an adult, you don't know him, are you a pedo? I don't want any of that. So it's just
and that's super messed up. That's what people are gonna default to. It's dude, I'm helping out a solo kid that doesn't have anyone to play with.
Okay, what is it gonna look like if you just go and play with a random 6-year-old in the park? I
mean, yeah, but
exactly.
Why Why does it have to default to that though? Like, they didn't see the part where the kid is running up to me and saying, "Hey, can you just like, kick the ball with me a few times?" I'm not like sitting there getting into it.
What? You're weird. Anyway, so I just
could you imagine me playing with like a kid like soccer or some shit, and I'm like fucking juking him out, and I'm scoring like 100 points.
He just wants to kick the footy with me, and I just told him like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I injured myself." But you're doing really well. Well done. And then I texted all the men in my phone and told them, "You're all in shit."
What?
His dad wasn't there for him. No, I'm joking. I didn't.
Yeah, if you would have done that, you would have caught a stray from me. The next time you're crossing the street and I see you, I may or may not find the brake pedal. Men ain't shit. I'm not catching a stray for that. I'm just eating my sandwich.
Shit. I was drinking my coffee, and today was an unusually good day because usually the McDonald's coffee is average, but today was great.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't drink coffee from McDonald's, okay? I'm not an avid coffee drinker. I don't have to start the day with coffee. So when I need coffee, I go to like an actual coffee shop because I can wait. It's not like, oh my God, if I don't get coffee right now, I'm going to put my head through a glass window,
Listen, I don't want to risk my life and go stand in line with all the weirdos who have COVID. For some reason, the people that have COVID, they don't sit their asses at home. They are out there in the streets going to like 40 different shops in one day, spreading it. Just spreading it. So I don't trust them. So I'm going to sit in my car, go like through a drive-through, I can't speak today. Through a drive-through. And order a coffee. Because...
Yeah, true that. Y'all are still in lockdown, aren't you?
Yeah, we're still in lockdown.
That is absolutely
apologies
hilarious.
To all the people that saw my Instagram story of me cooking. I realized my nails are so bad in that. Please don't judge me. Times are tough. I know I need to get my nails done, but the salons are closed. Just please.
Cooking a big ass shepherd's pie and then saying times are tough is hilarious.
It is. What do you mean? Shepherd's pie is cheap.
It is cheap, but you're sitting there, you're cooking and all that, and I didn't even notice your nails. Okay? I'm not looking at the nails, and anybody of my weight is not going to be looking at your nails. We don't give a shit what your hands look like. It's like, move those over. I'm trying to see the carrots, and that shit looked good as hell, so I might...
it was delicious.
I might swim over and steal it out of your windowsill while it's cooling. I don't know. Do people still do that?
2 trays.
You know how, like, in the cartoons, they put pies on the windowsill? Like, I've never seen anyone do that, because I'd reach right over and take that fucking pie so quick.
Yeah, well, not to victim blame, but they were asking for it to get stolen. There's cartoons putting their pies on their windowsill.
Yeah, and then, like, the smell makes you float over to it. It's like, what, am I just gonna, like, sit there and be like, oh, that's a nice pie, and then turn around and walk away? No, I'm grabbing it, and I'm running like I'm Lamar Jackson on the Ravens, and I'm headed towards somewhere that's not this house to eat this pie.
Listen, I love a good apple pie, and, like, the only thing that I want to eat in America, besides barbecue, is apple pie.
Oh, yeah, you guys don't have barbecue.
I mean, not like barbecue the way you guys have it. I mean, I'm sure there are like American barbecue joints around. But I was just having this conversation with my brother, and he was like, after this lockdown, we should go to America just to eat. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's why we're related.
Well, come down here and we'll go on a food tour together, because I need to go tour the USA and eat too, because I mean, there's a lot of places I still got to check off my list. Louisiana, what's up? Dallas, Texas, what's up?
I mean,
what is it?
You guys have really distinctive like types of foods in different parts of the country.
Each state has a different specialty.
Yeah, but like, well, my brother and I, we just want to go to the south to have the barbecue. That's all we want. So we were discussing it, like, yeah, let's go to America at the end of this lockdown. Well, not this lockdown, but the end of this whole pandemic. Not just the lockdown, because Christ.
Well, if you come to America, we got to do a live episode. You know that, right?
Sure. And then I want to eat. And I told him we have to go to New Orleans because I've been watching a lot of their videos and the food looks fantastic.
New Orleans has the best food, just period. Every single thing there slaps.
I feel like after I leave that trip and come back here, I'm probably going to have diabetes.
No, you're going to be super depressed because you're going to be like, oh my God, that was amazing. And then you're just not going to be able to have it for a really long time. Then you're just going to be like, damn, man, I want some gumbo.
That's all I want to go to America for. Other than that, I have no desire to go to America. Like, there's nothing there that would like excite me to travel.
You don't want to see your boy?
Who, Joe Budden?
No, your boy, Joe Corey, me.
Oh, sorry.
No, we don't talk about that man anymore.
Why did I default think of
disgusting? You are disgusting. Anyway, we're just going to end that right there. How is the weather over there? I've been curious.
Are we having a weather chat right now?
Possibly.
Okay, well, it's winter.
Lucky.
But it's actually not that bad, right? Like, it's quite warm today.
How warm is quite warm?
Like 12 degrees.
Oh, hold on. Before that, 12 degrees, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but I looked at I wanted to tell you this, but I didn't have a chance to tell you. I looked at the Spotify numbers because apparently Spotify won't give me my numbers on my app. I have to go to their numbers separately.
Have the Spotify beef now.
No. And Australia on Spotify has been killing it. So I didn't know we had that big of an Australian audience. We have like quite a following. So shout out to you, man. I'm so proud of you. Look at you getting the Australians listening. I mean,
probably.
Well, number one, you're being Australian, so that helps. And then
no, because Australians hate Australians.
Apparently not. I mean, it's not like huge numbers, but it's like more than I thought. Usually it'll be like Melbourne 1, and it'll be like
That's
you because you listen to the podcast. And then I look, and it's like all over Australia. There's like peppered. It's like 10 people listen from Perth, 10 people listen from Melbourne, a few people listen from Sydney, Brisbane, and I know who the Brisbane people are. Shout out to you guys because Ryan Prax, my boy, told his cousins that are in Brisbane to check us out. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the
Brisbane people. Go the Maroons. We're winning first game State of Origin in Townsville.
Brisbane is the first like part of Australia that I ever heard of because I think one of my friends that came to America was from Brisbane and we were in elementary school. That was like the first place I'd ever heard of in Australia. I was like, ooh, sounds exotic. But I don't know, I was a little kid.
Brisbane's alright. It's warm up there. It's nice. Also, 12 degrees is 53 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's lit.
Yeah, it's quite warm. What was I going to say?
That's our winter. Like, that's as cold as it gets here.
Oh, no, it got down to like 0 degrees last week for like the whole week. It sucks. State of Origin. Back to State of Origin. Not that you care, but we have listeners from Queensland. The first game was supposed to be in Melbourne, and this was going to, God, my heart just hurts speaking about this.
Oh yeah, I did see this.
Game 1 was supposed to be in Melbourne. I spent over $300 on tickets, and $200 like on jerseys. I'm gonna cry. We haven't watched a home game like in a year, like since the pandemic started.
Damn.
And this was it for me. Like I was like looking forward. I was like, I don't care how much money I spend on this. I'm gonna go all out. I'm spending all my money, but just excited. And then they cancelled.
Ahaha. Do you at least get your money back?
Yeah, I got all my money back, but
okay, y'all are lucky because Rolling Loud, Rolling Loud, and all that other shit. My friends were talking about this. I didn't go to Rolling Loud, but whenever Rolling Loud came around, like last year when the pandemic hit, and they canceled the tickets, they weren't giving refunds, and the tickets were like hundreds of dollars. It's like, dude, no, y'all better give me my refund, man. Y'all got me fucked up.
I'm still waiting to go to the Stormzy concert for the Heavy's the Head tour. Listen, it's not cancelled yet. It's just on hold. And I'm still hoping that he comes to Melbourne because that album was so good. Like, it's just, he's not like on there talking shit. He's talking about his life, and it's like a nice storytelling album. And I do quite enjoy storytelling albums. So, you know, I want to attend that concert, but that's not happening anytime soon. But you know who's coming to Melbourne? Pink. Pink, stay the fuck in America. Don't come to Melbourne. Stop coming to Melbourne. We don't want you here.
Please go to Melbourne. Or go
they
anywhere.
Were, like, announcing it, and I was like, we're still in a pandemic. And also, stay in your country.
Yeah, they had the fake applause, just like Xbox when they released the Xbox One. You know how all those...
Oh my god, no. She makes like big numbers in Australia. Especially in Melbourne for some reason. Because she, like, you know how people go on tours and then they do like 2 nights, maximum 3 nights in a city if it's like that, you know, big of an act, and it was like sold out for like the 2 nights. She stays here for 2 weeks. She does like a 2-week show. Oh my god, it's just like, when are you leaving? When are you leaving? Just leave us alone.
Australia, y'all got terrible taste in music. I ain't gonna cap. And if y'all want to meet me at the airport with knives or some shit, if I ever go to Australia, by all means. If y'all are gonna stab me over your shit music taste, go ahead.
No one's gonna meet you with a knife. Probably a kangaroo would meet you at the airport. They do wander in occasionally. And you know how they have claws and shit.
Yeah, I watched a whole video on like a kangaroo like kicking people and like digging their claws into them. It's basically getting...
Dude, people get heart attacks from kangaroo kicks. Because it literally restarts your heart.
Yeah, I don't know. I would try to fight a kangaroo. I'm not going out like a bitch, but I know I'm going to lose. But I would like at least try.
And they have claws. I mean, it's just giant claws on them.
No, I've seen it. It's very scary.
And the alpha ones, like the males, they get so big and ripped. Like they look like fucking gym junkies on roids.
Yeah, that's scary as shit.
And they're really tall. Like, they can get up to like 7 feet tall.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's like towering over you with this like just jacked up kangaroo towering over you.
An alpha male kangaroo slaps your girl's ass. What's she doing?
Run in the opposite direction.
He's gonna catch your ass.
Oh,
shout out to
hilarious though.
Shout out to the kangaroos, man. I don't want no smoke.
The original Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Oh my god.
That's the title of this podcast, the original Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it some more time. We might come up with some more gold, but it's up there. I'll put that in the contingency. Let's see. It is June 6th as at the recording of this podcast, and it is already like upper 90 degree Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Disgusting. The humidity it's humid as balls.
I mean, you tell me that. You don't need to send me videos of how humid it is. Like, I'm so disturbed.
Balls.
Stop sending me videos of yourself sweating.
No, I mean, if DJ Khaled's allowed to do it, I'm allowed to do it too, okay? That man will be a sweaty ball of just hot mess, and he's running around, honey.
Have the Drake vocals come in yet?
He put out the album as hot dog shit. If you don't get the fuck out of my face, dude, whatever.
His albums have been like consistent. My God, I can't speak. Consistently getting worse over time.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Mid City right now.
And he puts his like son in there as the executive producer. Imagine when his son gets older and then he's like, I want to emancipate myself from those albums.
Okay, what do you think is worse? People clowning Assad for executive producing the albums, or like a dude getting clowned because his mom's on OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Like they found his mom's profile on OnlyFans.
At least, you know, DJ Khaled is not busting it wide open.
I mean, yeah.
If your boys saw your mom bust it wide open and then they come over for dinner and they see your mom, but they've seen her, that's worse.
Yeah. Especially, what grade is it? If it's like middle school, they're like just learning what horniness is. Like,
and now you have the whole of high school to be bullied.
Their dick just started working. They're like, dude, what is even happening right now? I just looked at your mom, and all of a sudden I start feeling funny.
Gross. You know, I saw this article where this boy was like, I signed my mom up to OnlyFans and now she's making extra cash for us and we're like living lavishly. And I was like,
he's pimping her out.
I'm like, is that what? You guys are condoning pimping? The Guardian? I'm calling you out, The Guardian, UK.
I mean, the UK has pimped the entire world, so I'm not surprised that, you know,
17-year-olds are pimping their mums out.
You know what's funny about the UK? Shout out to the UK too, because I know I have a few listeners there. The UK, and I talked to a few people from the UK. I'm like, you know what's funny as shit? Britain spent like decades conquering the world and gathering spices that they just have chilling in a room somewhere. They've never even touched them. Yeah,
well, I mean, I don't know.
You did all that, you don't even use it in your cooking. Like, y'all should have the best food of all time, and your national dish is some Indian dish. You can't claim it's a British dish, okay? Because y'all are way too racist.
And it's not even, like, proper Indian, it's bastardized Indian.
Okay, hold on. If I pull a regular white UK male, right? Jeez, what's up with you?
Sorry, my microphone just fell again.
Why is your microphone always falling? I don't
know.
Oh, it's all good. If I take a regular white male from the UK and I give him no Indian influence or any other influence, and I give him a kitchen and I say, make me the national British dish, do you know what he's not coming up with?
What?
He's not coming up with tikka masala, okay? He doesn't even know how to say tikka masala. He doesn't even know how many K's is in tikka, okay? That's not the national British dish, okay? I love you guys. Shout out to you guys. Your guys' rap is hilarious, I guess. But nah, man, I'm not feeling it. Fish and chips, fish and French fries.
My God, fish and chips is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's fish and potatoes. How can it not be delicious?
It's the best.
It's like saying, oh, a burger is amazing. It's meat, cheese, and mad other shit, okay? It's gonna be delicious. That's not...
But it also depends on the type of fish.
Aren't you only supposed to use one type of fish and one type of batter for English style fish and chips?
Yeah, but sometimes people use different fish in there. I personally like a whiting.
It's
that's just my preference.
It's whiting or cod, isn't it? That's the two that you're supposed to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
either. I
prefer whiting.
I don't think I've ever had one with whiting, but there aren't many fish and chip places here.
Oh, there's heaps over here because, you know, I live in the Bay, so on the beach there has to be a fish and chip shop.
I thought you meant the Bay, like San Francisco, like the Bay Area.
No, I live in the Bay in Victoria, which is, I don't know, maybe, is that depressing?
Plot twist, Amanda's accent was all just a freaking fabrication. She's actually just some hippie that lives in California.
Oh my God, guys. Hi.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of this podcast. We are ending it right here, right now. Y'all are getting a 25-minute podcast about absolutely nothing. That's where
Could you imagine if I spoke like that? Weird.
I would not imagine, and this podcast would not exist.
Well, I mean, you have to give them a chance.
It would not exist.
I don't know. I like the little accents. Those California girls they sound so bored all the time.
I mean, they are unforgettable.
Oh my God! Stop. That is such a Kardashian voice, accent, whatever it is.
That accent sounds exactly like a bullet straight through my head.
Oh my God, Joseph, you're so... Oh no, that's Australian. What the hell?
Yeah, relax.
Stop, Joseph. Oh my God, you're hilarious.
It's still
With
Australian.
Like no emotion in the voice and not even laughing.
Oh my God, Amanda.
You
need to stop it.
Laughing.
Amanda, stop it. Stop
Jesus,
it.
I can't do it properly.
Amanda, you need to stop it, okay? You need to just stop. Stop it.
Okay, people are starting to tune out now, so let's get off this.
Well, the people listen for this. We have a lot of loyal listeners. Richardson, Texas. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much, because this is a clusterfuck.
I'm coming to Texas. I'm no longer going to Chicago as planned.
You have to go to Chicago. The people of Chicago are waiting, AKs in hand.
Fine,
okay,
fine. What AKs? Jesus, is that
AKs in hand. They're waiting for you. They're like, "Oh, Amanda, we've been expecting you."
Listen, you know what? Shut up. Okay, I thought I had Chicago, Obama. Okay, let me go to Chicago.
Head ass. Okay, so I'm going to move on from Amanda going to Chicago.
It was 2008. Obama was very popular then, and I just wanted to go to Chicago.
People are getting murdered in Chicago in 2008 and currently.
I know. Well, see, my only point of reference is Kanye and Obama.
Yo, going to Chicago and just for Kanye and Obama is hilarious. That's the easiest way to get shot.
And Kanye doesn't even live in Chicago anymore, and Obama's not even from Chicago. The irony.
Kanye went back to Chicago to eat at Harold's Chicken and then just dipped. And y'all really thought he was coming back.
Divorcing, so he's going back to his roots.
No, this was way before the divorce.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to move on from that. I have an interesting topic that I just remembered at 3 a.m. for some reason, like 2 nights ago. So, the late 90s, early 2000s was an era that we both grew up in, and they had these really weird toys. And we were both like young enough to be playing with like toys at the time, and the marketing gimmicks and whatever. You know, they're like. They get to us. What was the most 90s, early 2000s ass toy that you owned as a kid?
Okay. A disclaimer.
Disclaimer, it's about to be some weird shit. Go ahead.
No, disclaimer. I never really played with toys. I had like a doll, but like I was reading books.
Okay, well, Mrs. fucking Smarty Pants, what's a toy that you remember? What's a toy that you remember seeing advertised and you were like, "Oh my God, this is like some 90s shit right here," or some early 2000s
This is not even 90s, but my favorite toy in the 90s, early 2000s was Legos.
No, Legos were huge back then. Like, they're not as big now, but back then, like, you had to have like Legos in the house.
But like the Legos now, they're like very specific, like, oh, we're building like a ship for Star Wars, or like we're building the I don't know.
No, fuck that. Legos, you can build your first car and have it like work out of Legos and shit. Like the Legos that I played with were literally just cube,
Bricks and mortar.
yes,
Legos.
cube, long cube, and thin cube, and just make something that kind of resembles an airplane.
Yes, that was it. Like you have the base, and then like if you have like the fancy one that has like cars, and like they have like the ones they have like wheels attached to them, so you can build a car, but they just have the base with like 4 wheels, or they have like trees and flowers in there. So my mom got us like a massive box of Legos that has like the one with the wheels and trees and flowers in there. Life made. Like that was it for me. That was the pinnacle of toys for me. Other than that, when my mom leaves and like I remember we were in a shop and like all these little girls were just like dying for this particular baby doll. And my mom asked me if I wanted one, and I was like, no. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, no. And then we walked down the street, and I was like, I want Bloks. Just whispered quietly.
What?
I would die to just like go to the bookshop and collect books. I was just infatuated with like books and reading, because like I taught myself how to read when I was like 3-4 years old, and I just like never like, I don't know, I read every single book to the point where like I ran out of books and I started reading like encyclopedias because I was just looking for things to read.
No, you and my brother would make the most amazing power couple, because y'all would literally never talk to each other. Y'all would just sit there. Like, I'm already imagining your living room. It would just be 2 giant chairs, like, back to back. Like, y'all don't even look at each other, and you've got a bookshelf on one end. Because you can't look at each other while you're reading. It's going to distract from the adventure. So back to back.
Oh, my God.
You've got a bookshelf on one end, he's got a bookshelf on the other, and y'all forget that y'all are married for like 10 years until you run out of books, and you guys go to get like some water or something. You stumble into each other. It's like, what the hell are you doing in my house? You know?
Listen, I was seeing this guy, and I would like try to get him to read books because he never reads. I even bought him like a book for one of like his birthday or something, like, but it was like a very sentimental book. Anyways, he never read it. So like I finally met his parents. And I was just chilling like with his dad, just outside before we had dinner. And then we started talking about books. He comes in and he's like, oh yeah, you guys should talk about books because my dad likes to read. And oh my God, we like the same books. It was insane. I was like, can your son be like you? Why is he like that? What's wrong with him? Did you guys drop him on his head?
You found your sugar daddy?
No. And then his mum comes in and tells the dad, like, oh my God, just stop. You're boring her. They were cute though.
Boring her. Do you see the? Never mind. It's cool. How did you ever get Mega Bloks instead of Legos, or did you know anybody that had Mega Bloks?
We never had Mega Bloks. My sister had them. That was such a throwback toy for her to have because she was born in 2008.
You have no idea how upset I was when I went under the tree one of these fucking Christmases, I can't remember, and I had like a whole Lego set, and I was looking for a Lego expansion. I was trying to get like Star Wars or whatever. I didn't even give a shit about Star Wars. I just wanted like the weird pieces because I wanted to like build some new shit. Mm-hmm. And so I went under the tree. I'm like excited as hell, and I open it, and my mom and dad got me Mega Bloks. I said, "Mom, what the fuck is this shit, dude?" Lego. And they're like, it's Legos, the same shit. I'm like, Mom, no, Mega Bloks and Legos don't fit together.
Mega Bloks are for the retarded kids,
dude. Because I tried to make it work. Okay, I put the Mega Bloks and the Legos together, and they wouldn't
fit.
No, they would. If they did fit, they would never come loose. Like that was it. those pieces were fused together.
They're loose.
Yeah, like they don't even fit together or nothing. I'm like, dude, I can't use this shit. And so I had to
but I feel like Mega Bloks were for the little special kids, you know?
No, they were just an off-brand that didn't work.
Yeah, but like it's for the ones that have like terrible hand-eye coordination that you can't trust them with Legos, so you get the Mega Bloks.
Yo, imagine you turn 100 and the police bust through the door and catch you playing with Legos and take you off to jail.
Oh my god, speaking of old people playing with Legos, Ed Sheeran like never got Legos when he was little because his parents were like
what?
Listen, his parents were like professors, so they never believed in like, you know, giving their kids just toys to play with, so he would be like playing all the instruments and other shit but not Legos. So now that he's a millionaire, he buys a Lego every week to build.
Wait, a Lego or like a Lego set?
Lego set.
Buying one Lego at a time is insane. Like you go to the person on the corner on the block, he's like, hey, you got the stuff? And he like opens his trench coat and he's got like a fucking like a cube, and it's like a gold cube and like a fucking little packet. He gives it to him and he like slips the money into his pocket, and Ed Sheeran just like prances away. And he's got like the one Lego that he's like always wanted, and he like finally finishes his collection or some shit. That would be insane. I don't know where my imagination comes from. But anyway, the toy...
I'm looking at Mega Bloks right now, and it is the Lego for the special kids that have no hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, I was super insulted. Like, I wanted to... My mom and dad got me Hulk hands, and I was about to go ham with the Hulk hands, okay?
Also, another funny thing, I don't know if it's funny, but I just realized that your brother has the same name as the manager or the owner of the Bulldogs.
What, John Corey?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They're like a pretty, well, I mean, they're a big rugby league team, but, you know, right, this season they're doing really terribly, but I realized
my brother's running them, so it's no surprise.
It's so funny because all the Arabs support that team.
Yeah, because they support everything except when you want to charge them for something.
No, it's because the Bulldogs are from Bankstown, and that's where all the Arabs migrated to when they came to. Probably your girl's probably from there.
Oh, Bankstown is Detroit.
Miss Veronica.
Veronica Bay.
Yeah, your girl.
I wonder what the B stands for. It could stand for a lot of things.
It's probably a surname.
It's either a surname or a last name. I don't know, but shout out to you. Hi.
A surname is the last name. What are you on about?
Oh, I'm thinking a middle name. Whatever. I don't use all that bullshit terminology. Amanda, I didn't go to school, okay? I got kicked out of college.
But you still finished high school, so you have no excuse. I saw your graduation photo.
That's true. I look
my Instagram DP is just jokes.
What is it?
It's just my graduation photo from uni.
No, it's hilarious. It looked like they had like pulled you out of the bathroom after you've been crying for like an hour. They're like, Amanda, come on, smile. We're gonna take a picture. And you're just like, and you still have like the tears in your eyes. It was
hot as hell that day.
I'll find that picture and show it to y'all because it's hilarious as shit. She looks like she's on the verge of tears.
It's my default pic on Instagram. Go look at it.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to follow her to see it.
Yeah, I don't.
What was I saying? Tamagotchis. Did y'all have Tamagotchis? Whatever the hell those shits were called.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, we did.
People were killing the shit out of their Tamagotchis.
Listen, that was like the psychopaths. I don't want to say it, but go on. Speak about Tamagotchis.
So I think I was a little too young for Tamagotchis. I caught like the tail end of Tamagotchis. And this is how I knew, because I was a weirdo when I was a kid, and I was looking at these Tamagotchi motherfuckers like, y'all are some fucking weirdos. Like, if I'm telling you that you're a weirdo, y'all are some weird ass motherfuckers, okay? But of course, I got a techno dog, which is the whole point of the story. This is the whole thing I was trying to lead up to. You know what I'm talking about? There's this dog. It was a techno dog. The dog was called Techno. It was like a robotic dog thing. Because my mom and dad wouldn't let me have a dog, and for some reason I wanted a dog, even though I'm very indifferent.
I've seen a techno dog, but I've never like had one because we had a real dog and a real cat.
Yeah, my mom and dad didn't like pets, and I was like, oh my god, why? And then I realized why they don't like pets, and now I'm kind of like that. I like other people's pets. I don't want to pet myself.
Why don't you like pets, you weirdo?
I don't want to care for a dog or a cat or some shit. It's
you
a whole
just feed it and take it for walks.
No, your whole house smells like dog, and then the fucking dog's gonna want to walk at 3 a.m. and shit. No, I'm not dealing with all that. What I'll do...
You wash your dog and you groom your dog. Your house doesn't smell like dog if you groom your dog and wash it.
Yeah, that's way too much work. I ain't got time for all that shit. And I'm like...
Get like a hypoallergenic dog.
No, I just won't get a dog. I have mad friends that have...
They are expensive, though. They're hypoallergenic ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, caring for a dog is like caring for a human being. So I don't got that kind of money to spend.
Acquiring one is, like, super expensive as well. Because Milo was flown down here. He's not from Melbourne.
Oh, that's even worse. I'm not doing all that for a dog. Are you kidding me? I love dogs.
After she paid for it, then she has to pay for, like, his flight.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not paying for a dog's flight. You got me fucked up. And that might be the Arabic in me.
How horrible is Milo?
Okay, that's cool. What I'll do is I'll go to your house and I'll play with Milo, and when he takes a shit or when he does anything else, I'll be like, hey, get your dog. And it's worked for me.
You just take it outside, like, once every... hour.
Not you. You take it out. And I will, when he comes back, I'll be like, come here. And then I'll play with him. And then whenever some shit goes down, it's like, hey, it's your turn. And that's the way
But he doesn't wake up at night. Like, he sleeps through the night. He wakes up at like 7 a.m. in the morning to go pee. Like a normal person.
Doesn't matter. I'm never getting a dog, okay? So.
Well, we cuddled. We were like super exhausted after like a whole day of like adventure. And he was supposed to sleep on the floor. He climbed up and he cuddled with me. He's so cute. And then we just like passed out and then woke up at 7 in the morning, just like staring at each other like, what are you doing in my bed, Milo? You're supposed to be on the floor.
Well, he was, he just wanted some cuddlies.
We were like out dead, like just snoring at each other, just, having a good old time. But yeah, he's gone back to his mom's house.
Aww.
But the cat's still here and she's enjoying her little new little scratchy post house situation that I got her.
Yeah, your cat's adorable. Cats are the same thing. Like, I don't want to have to care for something at all. Like, I can barely care for myself right now.
So heartless.
And plus, I mean, I'm not paying for a dog's flight, okay? Like, that sounds like some bullshit to me. I'm never doing that. I'm not doing all this effort to get a dog and all that.
And you have to take the pets to a vet, get them desexed, get them vaccinated, microchipped.
Yeah, all that shit. Nah, man. I ain't doing all that. I'll just play with a dog, somebody's dog that's already had all that done, and it's zero commitment from me. Anyway.
It was depressing.
Yeah.
I got an email last week with like all the microchip info for like my cats, but one of them's dead.
Oh.
So that was fun. Anyways, but tell us about your fake dog, because you heartless person, you don't like real dogs.
No, I don't like owning my own real dog. I'm going to set that really clear. I like animals, except when I'm at a customer's house. No, you know what really pisses me off? people, if the service tech or whatever comes to your house, put your dog away. I don't give a shit how nice he is. Because you know what happens when they go into the kitchen and the dog's with me? That dog isn't that nice. No, he's not that nice. I had a dog bite me in the freaking leg like twice this year. It's like, no, dude. And you know what I'm doing? And people are going to call me fucking hard. Dog starts biting me. I'm kicking the shit out of your dog, dude. I'm not getting bit by a dog. I don't get paid enough to get bit by your dog, okay?
Well, Mila is super adorable and he doesn't bark. He doesn't bite. He just like likes to show off. So he'll like run around and do his little tricks for you just so you can say that he's a good boy.
Well, that's nice. That's cool. But if I'm on the job, put your dog away because I don't know and I don't care. I'm not going to take that risk because there's a whole bunch of people on the HVAC subreddit. Shout out to you guys. There's a whole thread about horror stories and like they would bring treats and stuff and they would like
getting mauled.
Yeah, cool with the dogs or whatever. Then all of a sudden the dog turns on them and they're getting mauled and shit. And we don't have the best insurance and all that. And we're not Australia, so we don't get free healthcare. So all of a sudden you got to go get checked for a whole bunch of shit. And then the thing is, you know what the thing is?
How hilarious would it be? You just die from like tetanus because you got bit by a dog just because you don't have a healthcare. That's hilarious.
No, but you know what's even more hilarious?
What?
If I file a report that the dog bit me here, they'll automatically come take the dog and put him down.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so you're going to risk your dog.
How expensive is a tetanus shot? Like, it's a tetanus shot.
Well, it's not that it's expensive. It's that I got to pay for the fucking... They're going to insist on sending an ambulance, so they're going to bring the ambulance over. That's about 20 grand. So that's like my entire life savings.
You can get ambulance cover.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Well, they charge you for it here. You got to pay like a copay on it.
No, like they can obviously over here they charge you as well, but like if you get a membership, which is like $50 for the year, then it's free.
That's over in Australia land where everything is milk and honey and everyone hugs each other and walks around butt ass, okay? Not in America.
Okay, not butt ass. Okay, relax. I'm pretty sure you
not
can
completely butt ass.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you can like. Surely they would have like grace and be like, listen, instead of us charging you every time we come over, why don't you pay $50 for the year?
Amanda,
what?
This is America. There's no such thing as grace here.
Well, aren't you guys the Christian country?
No, we're not a Christian country. That's a complete myth. America was literally founded on a whole bunch of wild idiots that nobody wanted to house because their religion was so weird that they had to run to America to practice their religion.
Fun times. But surely there's a system that you can like pay for like I don't know, ambulance cover.
I know it's really hard to wrap your mind around this, but there is not.
Well, not shit.
I'm telling you,
how is that the freedom country and you don't have the option to choose?
I'm telling you, people will literally go broke over an ambulance ride. Like their savings will be drained forever. Like if somebody goes to a hospital.
Why is America like that?
And God forbid they don't have insurance, their life is over, essentially. Like they'll bill you and they'll
but don't you guys have like Medicare? Is it Medicare?
Yeah, some of it is paid in full, some of it is a copay, so you still have to pay some of it. And how
much is like a copay then?
It depends on the thing. It's super complicated. The whole point is they made it complicated so nobody will understand it, and you just pay whatever they invoice you and shut up. That's the whole point of American insurance. It does suck. Anyway, the whole point that I'm getting to is lock your freaking dog up, because if he bites me for some reason and the police find out about it somehow, I'm not a snitch, but somebody's going to file a report. My boss might file a report. Something, whatever. They're gonna take your dog and put him down. Do you really want your dog to be put down over oh no, I'll just leave him around. He's such a good boy, whatever. So just leave him alone, let me work, let the dog be in peace, whatever. Anyway, so we don't have a dog in this house, so I wanted a techno dog because I thought it would be kind of similar for some reason. And it just looked cool. I liked technology at the time. It was like a robot dog. I was watching Jimmy Neutron. I wanted me a Goddard. And so this was like a Goddard. And it had like an RFID bone.
What did you name him? Goddard?
No, I just named him Techno because that was his name.
You're lame.
On the box. No, I'm not giving a freaking machine a name unless it's like a machine I built myself.
Oh my God, you're just a little depressing little child.
Amanda calling me depressing is hilarious. Amanda literally hates everything.
I do, but I wasn't like a little depressed child.
That's because I'm real. You converted.
I converted.
I've been on the path to the dark side, son. You just, you wavered. You stumbled along here one day. And I was like, yo, welcome to the club.
I've been watching Black Mirror. Ugh, my brain is broken.
Anyway, the whole point of this story is taking way too long. This was supposed to be like a 10-minute...
Get to the point.
Anyway, so this dog, it has like an RFID scanner for the bone, so it'll know when you put the bone up to it, so it'll eat it or whatever. It was like a cute little dog. It would walk around for a little bit, and then the batteries would die. And it's like, okay, whatever. It's a piece of shit little dog. One day, I'd like swear the batteries were dead, and I just didn't feel like playing with them. So I put them on my shelf, and I go to sleep. And at 3 a.m., I hear him say some shit. And I'm like, fuck that. And so I grab it and I twist its head clean off and I throw it in the trash. And I'm like, no, this dog is fucking possessed. I'm not having this shit in my house, okay?
That is some Black Mirror shit right there.
I was like, I'm cool on this robotic dog. And ever since then, I've never bought a robotic anything. Like my Google Assistant, my Google Assistant never did that to me. John's Alexa will say some shit in the middle of the night. And I'm like, yo, nah, I ain't on that type of time, dude. You gotta unplug that shit.
That is literally Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's some weird shit. Shout out to Google, man, for not doing that shit to me.
I watched the episode about death last night, and I had an existential crisis and couldn't go to sleep till 4 a.m. in the morning because I was just thinking about just the whole concept of death and the way they explored it on that episode. And I was like, fuck, this is it, huh? Like, we're just gonna die.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. I'll tell you the second,
like the finality of it all, and just like, but then like right at the end of the episode, it's like you're not really alive, and you're like just a blimp in the thing because you're controlled by someone, and there's like a whole server room with like your identity and your memories like stored on there. So you're not really, oh my God, what is happening? I'm just gonna die, and then someone's gonna like unplug my thing on the server.
I thought about that a lot. That's when I started to like really be depressed. Is like when I was like, I think I was like 5 or 6 years old. I could tell you the exact spot in my house where I was standing, where I just looked at myself, like I was looking at my hands and shit. I was like, wait a minute, I'm like alive. I'm in the first person. Like shit can actually hurt me, and I can actually die. And it'll be it. Like, that's it. It's over. And I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah. Like 1 minute you're alive and you're moving and you're breathing and you're functioning. And the next minute, like life is like snuffed out of you and you're just.
I was like, dude, why can't I?
Bones.
Why can't I view myself from the third person? Because I guess if I'm viewing myself from the third person, like if my soul was viewing my body from the third person, but it was still dead. Like kind of attached somehow. But no, I could like see myself die, like the physical death, and at least like have some sort of closure. Like
that's the thing that I was thinking about. Like, is my soul gonna see me dying and like, okay, she's dead? Or is it just going to be darkness and nothing? Oh my God, my brain is going towards that direction again, and I can't not sleep. I need to go to sleep.
Okay, so we'll get on a lighter topic. Speaking of death, I have a theory, and I want you to entertain this theory with me, okay?
Okay.
I think Ray J is
dead?
No. Why would you wish that on somebody? Knock on wood, Ray J, I hope you're all right, okay? I love Ray J. Ray J is a legend, okay? Ray J is... I feel like Ray J can be compared to the Big Bang. Like, everything that happens in this world, Ray J is the cause. Did you hear that shit that they were talking about on the timeline?
Yes.
So, for those of you that have not seen it yet, they're saying that 15-year-old Ray J walks into the studio, because he's Snoop Dogg's cousin, Death Row, whatever. So he's in the Death Row Records. He walks in, he sees Faith Evans on Tupac's lap, runs, snitches to somebody, and starts the Tupac and Biggie beef that ends with their deaths. I don't know how true that is. I'm not putting, and I do not want this to be that I am putting Biggie and Tupac's death on Ray J. That is nowhere near what I'm saying, because that is messed up. And people that are actually doing that are messed up in the head, and y'all are stupid, because I don't like when people put somebody's death on somebody just like that. You can't pin that to somebody. That's messed up. Unless they 100% did that shit, okay? But that is hilarious. If Ray J is the cause of everything that happens in this universe.
He brought us Kim K.
He did.
Because before him, no one really knew her like that. I mean, yeah, she was Paris' assistant or whatever. No one was, looking at her like, oh, that's Kim. They were like, oh, it's just that weird Arab-looking girl that hangs around Paris, and that's it. Like, no one was checking for her. But then Ray J decides to shine a spotlight on her. And here we are.
No,
we have Kim ruining Kanye's life.
Ray J also had...
Ray J is the cause of Kanye's downfall.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Kanye did that. Kanye did that to himself.
Yeah, but then every single man that went through that family, then they're all not okay, including Kanye.
Except Ray J. Ray J is the only one that came out alive.
Exactly.
Because he hit it.
He's a life force. He's a life force. And Ray J is the downfall, caused the downfall of Kanye.
Ray J starting the Kardashian curse is absolutely hilarious. And the only way to end that curse is for him to hit it again. No. He's not hitting that shit again. No, but there's that one
going
song.
Through a divorce?
I have no idea. But
no, that's Safari.
My favorite Ray J song ever is what's that one song called? I gotta look it up. Where it's a Bobby Brown diss, and I think he's talking about Whitney Houston. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Up. What is wrong with Ray J?
What is it called?
Why is he dissing Whitney?
Hold on,
or Bobby.
He's talking about I fucked your girl, I love your girl, whatever, and he's just talking about it's hilarious.
What is wrong with him? And how can a perfect soul like Brandy be related to him? Is all I'm asking.
Now, what's that song? What's that?
Could you just Ray J, that little weirdo being related to Brandy is just hilarious.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Yeah, it's no, I gotta find the lyrics to this shit because it's hilarious. What's that song called? I'm pretty sure people. What is that?
They're probably yelling at the whatever device they're listening to right now.
No,
don't bring it up if you don't know the title.
No, Julian, everyone else, they always correct me. Shout out to you guys. But it was a whole song that he was talking about Whitney Houston. He was telling Bobby Brown that I fucked your girl and I love your girl, and she tells me that she loves you and she would never leave you. But it's like some nasty. It was like some ultra anti-simp shit. I was like, dude, yes. Like, if you want a perfect balance in life, you listen to like Fall for Your Type, and then you play that right after, and you're like on an even playing field. Okay.
Boyfriend.
It's Boyfriend. That's what the song is called. That song
I
is
met
nasty.
your girl.
Yes.
I text your girl. I'd sext your girl, and she loved it. We shared affection, a special connection, and no matter how you feel, she's gonna do what she will. She said she needs you. She'll never leave you, and you can sleep better now that you know it. And I'm not here to take your position. She just needs to be rubbed a little different.
Isn't that crazy? Ray J is a legend.
Like, of all the words to use, like, you know, he could have said loved a little different, whatever. No, rubbed.
He's trying to be disrespectful. That's the whole point.
Nasty.
That's my man right there. Shout out to Ray J. Ray J is a living legend. He's an icon.
Ray J is the cause of the fall of empires.
Ray J is also the cause of Raycon earbuds.
Yeah, he goes, is that your wife? Is that your shawty? So that's your wife? Well, I'm her boyfriend. Is that your wife? Is that your shawty? So that's your wife? Well, I'm her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I think the problem is you don't beat it right. Making love is cool. Just pull her hair sometimes. She wants to feel like a lover, not a touch from a brother. She want to wake up body aching, not fall asleep frustrated. She said she loves it at home. It's just something sexy about me. Though all the Though all the haters so, what you expect from Shorty? Remember when you're gone away? That she'll always be safe with me. He's so terrible.
My dude Ray J is John Redcorn. That's
she
insane.
really loves you. She says it all the time. She really wants to be with you until she dies. I'm just a side temporary desire. You keep employed. I'll be a boy toy.
Yeah.
That boy is not right. There's something wrong with him.
That boy ain't right. No, but shout out to Ray J, man. I love that dude. The indestructible glasses. That was hilarious as hell.
With a straight face. Like, yeah.
No. The look on his face. when he steps on, or when he snaps the glasses in that.
And it breaks. And he's just like, yeah, they're indestructible.
No, when Kanye said, I bet me and Ray J would be friends if we didn't love the same bitch. That is total, like, Ray J gives off Kanye vibes to me. Like, they're the same type of person where they're just like overly confident. They're like, they know they're a genius, but they also do some weird shit. And he's
disrespectful.
Like the way, if Kanye was the one pitching these indestructible glasses, like if you replaced Ray J with Kanye in that situation, it's the exact same situation.
You know what? Oh, man, this will be great. Kanye divorces Kim, or Kim divorces Kanye, and then he does a Yeezy collection with Ray J, but like a sunglass collection.
That would be fire.
Raycon times Yeezy, or Yeezy times Raycon.
I'd buy those. I ain't go cap.
And they're like $700 indestructible sunglasses, but they're made of like plastic.
But they're indestructible though.
And the lens is, they're not actual like glasses or lens, they're like film.
That's hilarious. I would 100% buy that, by the way.
Of course you would.
Ray J,
You
Kanye,
sheep.
get on that. Get on that. I'm supporting the boys, okay?
Okay, the boys. But yeah. Ray J is just disrespectful.
I'm all out of topics. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Well, not really. I mean, we're in lockdown still, so that's fun. I have a terrible feeling that it might get extended again. I just, I don't have hope for this month of June.
Well, I'm going to be ootin' a boot during this month.
Good for you. Good for you.
Not really. I'm going to be working like a lot because it's summer and it's already hot, and all these people are calling us because they never want to call us to do a maintenance and like actually take care of their AC. They want to call us when the unit is like blown to smithereens, and they're like, "Oh my god, can you just do a quick fix on it?" It's like, no, dude, it's literally in pieces.
You know what people said on Melbourne Twitter that just killed me? They said, with a straight face, this wasn't even like sarcastic. This was people being actually serious. They said, we wish we could replace a premier with Ron DeSantis.
What? Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys.
Floridian governor,
thank you guys.
They're like, we wish he was our leader.
Thank you guys
like,
so
you guys
much.
On crack?
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. It has been an amazing podcast. I'm not going to entertain this topic. We're not doing this, okay?
I was like, are people on crack in Melbourne? Like, what is going on?
Dalton, my friend Dalton, shout out to Dalton. He said some shit like if we went to Australia, we would fit right in because Australians are kind of like Floridians. And I was like, no, they're not. And then you say some shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? No, we might fit right into Australia.
Oh, you would fit right in. And when I saw that tweet, I thought she was joking. And then I went through her feed. I was like, oh no, she's like one of those crackhead Australians that in her head thinks that Trump would rule the world one day and she would gladly suck him off.
Shout out to all the crackhead Australians, man, the kindred brothers.
I was dying like when she tweeted that, and like the replies in her tweet were like, yes, he is a true leader, he has a backbone, blah blah blah. I was like, if you guys love Florida so much, pack your shit and move there.
No, do not move here. It's already hella overpopulated, okay? Everyone and their mother is trying to come to Florida. All the idiot snowbirds from up north. Shout out to the up north people, though. You keep the podcast running. I see you guys, and I love you so much. But stay over there. Just listen to us here. You'll get the Floridian experience right from your own couch in Idaho, okay? Just stay in Idaho.
During the lockdown last year, the long lockdown, people were like out protesting with American flags and Trump flags, and I was like, just leave then. Like, leave. Like, no one's forcing you to stay here. You can get on a plane and go to America and be happy and content there. Why are you here accessing the free healthcare and all the good shit that comes along with, being in Australia, but loving America so much that you're out there protesting with a Trump flag and American? People are looking at him like, okay, I wish mental institutions were still legal and we could send those people to those asylums.
Yeah, those people need help, man. What is up with y'all, man?
Isn't that treasonous, by the way? If you're like...
Yes, it's insanely treasonous. What the hell?
You're like Australian, but you're, protesting outside the Parliament House here, but like with American flags and Trump flags.
Like when those idiot rednecks stormed the Capitol and they brought the Confederate flag into the White House. That is treason. That's an enemy flag. There has never, ever been an enemy flag in our White House until that day when they brought it into our White House.
Off with their heads. But we don't behead people anymore. Now, if ISIS was in charge, everyone's getting their heads chopped off.
We're not bringing up ISIS. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening.
The god of whatever in Egypt?
All the links to our stuff is down in the description, including Instagram and Twitter at SMG Sound Network. Amanda runs the Twitter, so if you want to continue talking about ISIS, you can go ahead and do that with Amanda. If you want to talk about some cool shit, hit me up on Instagram at SMG Sound Network. The Patreon, the deal is over for the people that For the people that did take advantage of the $5 tier, you'll be getting the $20 tier up until June, or up until July. It's June right now. So up until July, you'll be getting content from all 3 podcasts, including the Feasty Boys, which we had just formed. It's shit posting me and Jalal do from Jalal and Joe's Arab American Experience. We go to restaurants and we make just a shit posting TikTok. It's hilarious, though. Absolutely hilarious. People love it. It's a fucking hit already. And we will be posting the full uncut videos on Patreon. So, because we have to condense them to a minute for TikTok, which is good. It's like magic in a little bottle, you know? But if you want to see the full uncut shit that didn't make it, that's also hilarious, Patreon's the place to be. We also got a Study Hall podcast. We got Jalal and Joe's Arab American Experience. 2 other podcasts that I help run. One of them, Study Hall, is hip-hopping, shit-talking with my boys Dre and Kells. And me and Jalal are just talking about being Arab American and what comes with it. Good, bad, funny, ugly, you know. So meet us over there. Study Hall drops every Friday. Jalal and Joe's Arab American Experience drops every Wednesday. And, of course, we drop every Monday. So we got content all through the week for yo ass, okay? Anyway, nice. With that being said, Amanda, do you have anything else to say to the audience? Any parting words before we leave them be?
The French Open is on, so I'm hoping for a Titi Pass and you don't care about tennis. I'm hoping for the grand final with Nadal and Titi Pass. And also congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That's all.
Yeah, I don't care about tennis, and I certainly don't give a shit about the French, so I'm sorry.
Oh my god, we're not talking about the French, we're talking about tennis.
Well, you said the French Open, so
that's true, but
any chance that I could shit on the French, I'm gonna shit on the French, okay? That's just the way I am.
It's Nadal, it's Stefanos, you know, it'll be... Well, I mean, they still have to get through the quarterfinals and the semis, but I have a feeling that it'll be them 2 in the grand final, and I'm praying for it, and I'm hoping Nadal wins in straight sets, or at least like a 4-set game, so it's like, you know, we get a little bit of drama in there, but he'll definitely win.
You know what, Amanda?
Clay. He's the king of clay. What?
I'm tired of you saying that I don't care about shit, so send me a link, and if I have time, if I'm not doing a whole bunch of service calls this week, I'll watch the French Open, okay? And we can talk about it. Oh my god.
Him, Nadal on clay, he's the king of clay. That is like the pinnacle of him playing tennis. Anyways, you don't care. Bye, guys.
I'll watch it if you send me a link. I'll try my best to get into it, okay? You seem pretty excited about it, and I'm your friend, and I want to support you, kinda. So send me the thing, I'll watch it. If I rock with it, we'll start watching it. If not, then it's all good, you know?
Okay, well, Nadal is my favorite tennis player ever. The day he retires will be such a sad day for me.
Are you gonna... Never mind. I'm not gonna put your business out there. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Are you gonna send him a video drunk crying into the camera?
No. Stop it. I hooked up with a guy because he was also a Nadal fan.
Oh my god. Okay, this is...
And he had his signed Nike shoes. So I was like, okay, I'll come to your house because I want to see those shoes.
And just like that, evaporation.
I could get lured. Now that I think about it, he lured me with the promise of seeing those shoes.
Okay, so to wrap that all up. Also, I forgot to mention in the Discord that nobody is taking advantage of, there is a shoot your shot portion. And that has the potential to be absolutely hilarious. So, let me tell you now, calling all bald men with beards that watch tennis and a whole bunch of other nasty shit, if you like what you see when you look at Amanda, shoot your shot. See what we can do. Amanda will be responding to every single...
you have money.
send a bank statement as well, and Amanda will answer every single person, and if you qualify, then Amanda will pay for your all expense paid trip to Australia to meet up with her. And
I'm never paying for a man.
And
ever.
do the dirty, okay?
Listen. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, before the
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, before the city girls dropped, you would have paid.
Hell no, I never pay for a man. If you're broke, don't speak to me.
Head ass. Okay, nobody's gonna be speaking to y'all. Y'all are gonna be lonely as shit.
I mean, listen, you have to have a car, but I'm willing to pick you up. Like, I can drive us, but you have to have your own car, so we have options.
No, y'all women drive like there's not a. Y'all don't have a care in the world when you drive. I don't trust none of y'all motherfuckers.
I am a fantastic driver.
That's what the last chick said, and we literally almost died. Okay, so I'm cool.
No,
I'm cool on that.
No, I'm a good driver. I don't know what kind of test you guys take in America, but I'm a good driver. I know how to reverse park. I know how to parallel park. I do that shit in seconds with my eyes closed. Okay?
You know.
So
parallel,
don't play with me.
You know, parallel parking. Parallel parking isn't even a requirement on our test.
Parallel parking was the test that I had to pass before, and before like we could even proceed on with the rest of the driving test. My instructor, shout out to him, just a beautiful soul. He's this little old Arab man. He just like looked at me and he's like, "You're gonna ace this shit." I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna ace this shit, Charlie." And I just like put that shit in reverse and parked it in like 30 seconds.
Amanda, you have to parallel park it, okay? Park it in the spot. Park it.
He was hilarious because like he would be on his phone just like yelling in Arabic while I'm just like weaving through the streets of Melbourne.
It's like, Haywan, Ibn Kalb. Make a left, Amanda. Yil'an Abook. And it's just going crazy.
Dude, and his phone will be connected to the Bluetooth. So
oh my God, that's hilarious.
It's loud as hell, blaring through while I'm just like driving in between cyclists and trams.
Well, let me tell you something, Amanda. That's the best test that you could have got. Because if you could drive through that, you could drive through anything. Exactly.
And I aced that test. He just looks at me and he's like, "I knew you could do it."
Well, if you shoot your shot with Amanda, you'll be able to find out exactly how well she drives.
I'm a great driver. I drive my dates and they all just like get so comfortable. Like, "Oh my God, you drive very well for a woman." I was like,
how comfortable do they get? It's just like...
Some of them just fall asleep because it was just like so nice because I drive so smoothly. I don't hit the brakes hard.
That's not what I'm talking about. But anyway, we could leave it at that. Thank you guys so much. We love you. We will see you guys next week.
Hit me up.
We will see you guys next week. Shoot your shot at Amanda. I will definitely be shooting my shot at Amanda just for shits and giggles because somebody's got to get the shit started, okay? Somebody's got to set the blueprint.
Okay.
What if I shoot my shot and it works? That'd be fucking hilarious. It'd be like, "Amanda, what are you doing? It's me."
Send me a bank statement first.
I got you.
Sweet. Then we're talking.
Hey, low-key, if I send you my bank statement, you might actually say yes. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Talk shit, Joseph.
I'm telling. Okay, well, multiple podcasts. You feel me? But no, I drive a two-tone car. Do not rob me, please. Thank you guys.
What the hell is a two-tone?
It's two colors. You don't know that my car's two colors? I'll tell you the story later. But thank you guys so much for listening. We love you. We will see you guys next week. Amanda, say goodbye to the peeps.
Goodbye, peeps.
Peace.